during the third quarter. After the match, Peter McKenna went into the dressing room and he spoke with Brownlow medalist Gary Dempsey.
I have with me a very tired but a very happy-looking Gary Dempsey. How do you feel, Gary, after that great victory?
Well, I'm a little weary. It's a big ground and a lot of young blokes and tall blokes running around, but we won the main game. That's it. We're on again next week.
Gary, how did you feel when the Bombers came back and got level with you halfway through that last quarter?
Well, I felt strangely confident because I knew at that stage, you know, they'd given their all to get there. I knew that we, I think, had the stronger minds. You know, the Blights, the Dentures, and Shawbushes and the Greggs. They don't give in, and I knew that if some side was going to crack, we weren't the side that was going to crack.
Gary, I know you wouldn't like to individualise, but Phil Cracker, obviously injured, and played a tremendous last 15 minutes of that game.
He's a magnificent player. It just goes to show the class that guy. He's got a bit of an injury, but, you know, every guy tried, and I think Phil just showed what we're all going to do. I'll have to go off.
Gary, what about your defence, led by David Dench?
Well, I thought I played a great game. You know, Essendon are full of a lot of tall guys, and we're not quite as tall as they are, and I thought they brought the ball to the ground, and they really fought hard for the ball, and I thought it was a magnificent effort by them.
Gary, what about the ruck, Jules? You did particularly well yourself. How did it pan out in the ruck?
Well, I was just happy to be in there competing. You know, they had Justin, they had Simon, and they had Roger Merritt. I didn't really care. They just kept throwing them up, but, you know, you just got to keep plugging away, and I think that's what I did.
Well, you turned into a bit of a wrestler there in one of the quarters there. What happened in that little altercation out there on the flank?
I told Justin man he was a bit slow.
And what about next week? It looks like you're going to play Hawthorn. And looking at the results, how do you think you can come up after such a hard game?
Well, they've had a hard game. We've had a hard game. We've got to win that one to keep going, so we're just going to be out to win it.
Gary, you went off the ground in that third quarter, obviously carrying an injury, or were you just having a rest for that last quarter?
I was a bit tired. They'd been running Merritt and the two Maddens against me, and I thought, well, Cave said, come off, have a 10-minute spell, give you a 5-minute spell into the last quarter. When you go and give it everything you got and see if we can win. Yeah. And that's what I did.
Gary Dempsey speaking to Peter McKenna, and I think that Gary will poll very, very well in the Brownlow medal coming up in a few weeks, which you will also see on Channel 7 and associated stations that take our football telecast.